Hey guys, iSpiteful here and welcome back to another long-awaited episode of Beyond the Spartan. Today's guest is Fletch from Ultimate Halo. Would you like to say hello?
Hi guys, iSpiteful here. Nah, it's your boy Fletch from Ultimate Halo. What's going on? What is going on?
Jesus Christ. You reminded me of those videos that you guys made where you're doing like harmonies of Hey guys, iSpiteful here.
Oh,
you actually have that video still, because I will insert it in it right now if we actually can find it.
I'll send you it. Yeah, that was
we'll put it in here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hi guys, iSpiteful here. Yes.
What the hell?
Drink bleach is a remark from iSpiteful. I think I'll take that advice.
Anyway guys, you know the deal with Beyond the Spartan, but if you're new here, if you're new around to the channel, Beyond the Spartan was a series I started quite a while back, but there was a few issues recently that kind of put me off making it, but I'm back, full momentum now, got a few people lined up, first being Fletch. Beyond the Spartan is basically a series where we sit and we're meant to play Halo, but Fletch doesn't want to play Halo this time around because he wants to focus on the questions. So the gameplay you're seeing right now is just gameplay me and Fletch recorded after the commentary. So yeah, there's no live commentary here, just letting you know. But basically, I'm going to ask questions to Fletch, my own questions, and also a bunch of fan questions that have been submitted through Twitter and Discord. And yeah, it's just all around a good time, little chance to learn about Fletch and what he's all about, and yeah. So, I guess we'll begin.
Gucci, let's do this.
So, the first set of questions will be from me, questions that I've wrote myself. I've asked a bunch of other people these same or similar questions. But yeah, basically let's crack on. The first question is, what was your first Halo?
So, my very first Halo was Halo Combat Evolved. I did that back in 2001. Yeah, I mean, that's when I first started. My older brother got an Xbox, an original Xbox, and my love started from there. So at that time, I was 6 years old. Yeah.
You lucky. I never started on Halo Combat Evolved. Halo 3 was where I started.
Yeah, I mean, the hype around Halo 3 at the time as well was ridiculous. So
I remember, actually, to be fair, I did play CE on my own, on my friend's Xbox, but I only played it in small bursts and never really got fully engaged or got to play through the whole thing. And Halo 3 was the first one I started with, but that's why I'm jealous, man. I wish I could have started in that golden era, you know?
Oh, you kids don't know when you were born.
Alright, cool. Next question. What is your favourite Halo?
Well, you've said the name of it yourself. It's Halo 3. I mean, honestly, the amount of hours me and my other friend, also called Jack, it's ridiculous.
It gives you chills, doesn't it, when you think about it? It's crazy.
It's kind of scary because you think of it. It's over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. I did every glitch, every Easter egg. Anything you can possibly imagine. I know that game like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
And if you told me something that I didn't know about that game, I would be shocked.
But you'd still get out BR'd by me.
Oh! I mean, maybe in this day and age, I'm pretty rusty. There's times I've gone back on MCC, tried to play it, and I'm just like,
yeah, no, it is weird. But MCC don't feel the same as the original one on the 360. It's slightly different. It feels different. So yeah, but I remember as well. I remember like the grind for the Katana mate was the one thing for me, and then the Vidmaster recons towards the end. But the Katana grind, like I grinded for my mate as well, helped him get it. I loved Halo 3. I loved the interaction of like, you know, you got armor unlocks and stuff for the dedication you put into the game, and the game itself just was amazing.
Well, to be fair, one thing I miss, and every now and again you might be able to get it in Halo 5 or a recent title. I used to just log on online, play online by myself. I'd find a squad, and most of the time it's a load of American guys, and we just make friends and we play for hours, and
yeah,
we'd have a good chat, really nice to each other, and like, right guys, good game, it's been good talking, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, there was that. It's weird, I don't really get that in any other title. But Halo 3, I met a lot of people through Halo 3. It just seemed like there was more people with mics, more people that wanted to interact and communicate. I think it's because everyone just loved the game so much, they just wanted to meet everyone who was like-minded, you know?
Yeah, no,
I agree with that one, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, next question, I guess then. Who is your favourite character in Halo?
Now, this is one I've always kind of struggled with. Because for me, Halo actually doesn't have that many great characters. I know that's going to spark a bit of controversy. Halo's characters have always been very much. They serve a purpose, a role. They've got a very stereotypical sort of play out. You know,
Halo
Sergeant
5
Johnson
has
was the funny
probably,
man.
I think, one of the weakest cast of characters. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that doesn't help because of the fact that the story was quite weak, which obviously meant the characters, you couldn't really connect to the characters as much because the story was weak.
yeah, I mean,
So-
I mean, to be fair, I think, you know, if it was ever done correctly, I think Halo 5's characters would have been fine.
Yeah, I mean, like Halo 3, look how connected you were to Chief and that in Halo 3 when you played, you know?
Well, anybody who knows me knows that I love Halo 4 story. It's my favourite Halo story in the games of all time. It's a toss-up between two characters. It's either the Master Chief, which is no really basic, but if it wasn't for Halo 4, I probably wouldn't feel that way. The lines he said, particularly when he lost Cortana, really emoted me as a Halo fan. Or other than that book, not because of ODST actually, to be quite fair, Halo New Blood, the book, is fantastic. It really characterises book well, and not only just book Alpha 9, and spoiler alert, this is kind of a spoiler of the book, it is a spoiler. When Rookie dies in the book, Book's character is it's just amazing. It's a brilliant book. That's why I'm really looking forward to Bad Blood. That's gonna be a brilliant book.
I think this is one important thing that people miss with Halo is the books have a huge, if not more of an influence than the game's story. Like, you learn a lot from the books that you're never going to know unless you read the books. Like, I remember I always learn about things, like when I went and played through like the Reach campaign again recently, started playing through the Halo 3, and when you play through it and you've actually learned a bit more and you've read some of the books, you realise there's a lot more that you actually miss. There's a lot of stuff that ties in with the story, like the locations you're in, the characters that are spoken about through dialogue, and there's a lot more to it than you actually realise. And I do think that's kind of a bad thing as well, because some of the later Halos, you kind of need to have a bit of knowledge of the book lore to understand what's going on, especially with like the Didact.
I agree with you partially. I don't think that you fully need to read the books. I think a lot of it you can take it for face value. I personally think with the Didacts, I don't think you needed to read the books, but however, if you wanted the most of that character, you did. So it's a double-edged sword. I think you can have it at face value and not appreciate it as much, but if you do have knowledge in the books, then it's going to come across really well.
Yeah. We definitely went off topic though. You still haven't said who's your favourite character in Halo. Somehow we went into a lore. I know Hidden Xperia here is sitting there typing like a 20 paragraph comment now about
opinion
lore.
is factually incorrect.
Yeah, no, go on. Who's your favourite character?
It's either Book or Master Chief. I can't pick between the two. It's really difficult.
So it's Master Buck then. Okay. Alright, next question. Your favourite weapon in Halo?
Yeah, this is one I had to sort of think about when I watched Stephen Nick's video, because that's a tough one. I'm actually going to say the Needler. I think consistently it's been good throughout all of the Halos, and to add to that, it's unique. When you actually look at other FPS games, there's nothing really like it still to this day. If there's a million guns like the battle rifle, assault rifle, rocket launcher, energy sword, but is it anything like the Needler? I can't draw any parallels with anything else.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. It is a very unique weapon, and it's very Halo. It feels Halo, you know, like it's just, and like it's a very famous weapon. I mean, yeah, I can. That's a cool weapon.
It's iconic. And I bet Hidden Xperia is there, going crazy in his seat, like yes. It's iconic.
All right, let's edit that bit out, everyone. No, I'm just playing. All right, well, fair enough. That's cool. Needler. That's a cool one. All right. Well, next question. What inspired you to become a Halo YouTuber?
Me. No, I'm joking. That's a tough one, because for me, I've been doing a YouTube a long time.
If you're struggling to answer the question, we can always reword it and be like, what inspires you to keep being a YouTuber? Like, you know, what motivates you then? You know?
Oh yeah. I mean,
that might be easier.
That's definitely easier for me, because like, as I grew as a YouTuber, as I got involved with projects and came on board to Ultimate Halo, I loved interacting with the community. I absolutely adore this community. I mean, as both you and I know, you can make great friendships. I mean, you and I have had some crazy nights out. We've met up, got press events, and you know, we've had a blast.
You know, that is cool. It is cool.
You know, and I go to PAX West every year now, and I'll meet up with some of the dudes, some of the 343 guys, and it's incredible. You know, the community is everything to me. I don't know actually where I'd be right now, or what I'd be doing if it wasn't for this community. It's also changed my career path as well. So that's what inspires me to continue to be a Halo YouTuber.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that can be what inspired you initially as well, you know, having that kind of, you know, wanting to build a community and of positive, you know, positive vibes, you know, just make something that people can enjoy. So, yeah, I get where you're coming from entirely.
I mean, I'd agree with that. That probably was the case.
All right, so next question. What would you like to see the most in Halo 6? And now we are quite close to it as we record this because E3 is just around the corner.
I just want to see a good story. For me, Forge was great in Halo.
Oh my god, Forge in Halo 5 is such an understated. It's so understated. Like, people just don't give it enough credit for what it is. The amount of improvement Halo 5 Forge is over anything else, it's incredible. Like, that,
and I know that's going to be great. It's going to be great in Halo 6.
They don't, honestly, if they literally just copy and pasted what we have now over into Halo 6, I would be happy because it is unbelievable. What they need to improve, though, is the custom game implementation and the way things load. And get that stuff fixed, please. Sorry, carry on.
Agreed. Yeah, no. But for me, it's just a story. Halo 4 had some of my favourite writing in all of the franchise. And it was underappreciated at the time, and I think a lot of people have come round to it over the years. But I just want to see a Master Chief story with some good characters, good moments. And just see where we go.
Moments, you know, those moments that you don't forget.
Exactly. So I'm happy with that. I don't need any more than that. And I've always been a campaign guy anyway. So.
All right, cool. Next question. Name one highlight moment in your Halo career.
Yeah. So this was I've had quite a lot of highlights, and a lot of these things that I've done over the past couple of years, for me when I was a kid, was only a dream, and honestly, dreams do come true because I would have never thought I've got the opportunity to do these things in a million years. I've been at press events, see awesome care packages, but the number one was go to 343 Industries last year. I mean, it's like, I mean, I was hungover. I was jet lagged at the same time. I probably regret being hungover as well. But when you've got Unisec offering you shots, which in the UK would be classed as double shots, so just of straight vodka, and then you go into the studio trip next day when you're already jet lagged, isn't the best of ideas. But because I was that buzzed about it, I carried myself through most of the day.
What did you get up to there?
So basically, some of the things I still can't really say. But
so you know stuff, eh?
No.
Brilliant, chat. Comments, get in there now.
There's nothing like sensitive.
He knows the truth. Hunt the truth.
Hunt the truth. Fletch is a traitor. No, there's nothing that I know that would, if I leaked it, let's say, would damage the. It's not going to have any leverage.
You'd have people knocking on your door.
I mean, I'd rather not. But in terms of what we did do, we were, because there's the Halo Museum, they took us around that. Well, I can talk about this now. The Halo VR, you know, that Halo Recruit.
Yeah.
That wasn't announced at the time.
So you got a sneak preview.
Well, we got to demo it, and we got to play it, and it was brilliant. I could tell there's been some changes on the feedback that was given since then. But yeah, we got to do that. They paid for us to have pizza, so that's pretty cool.
But the question is, did any of the employees have pineapple on it?
I don't know. I was hungover and jet lagged. I can't remember any of this stuff. But I mean, I'm guessing. I don't remember.
I see Unisec as a pineapple man.
I'll bring that up with him. I mean, I've been in Seattle this year. I'll ask him. So, so in the comment section, I want everybody to put hashtag Uniapple, and we'll find it out. Uniapple.
Fair enough. There you have it. So yeah, there you go. Highlight moment of your Halo career, or one of your highlight moments.
Absolutely.
Is going to 343 Industries, which I want to do one day. I think it'd be quite cool. So I understand why it's a highlight. Also, like, you've been around in this community for a long time, so I'm sure you're pretty, like, one of your highlight moments is, you know, when, like, I mean, when you're doing videos for Ultimate Halo and pulling in like hundreds of thousands of views as well, every
I
video.
thought you were going to say Halo follower then. I was going to absolutely murder you. Come on.
Yes, Fletch was part of
never
Halo
happened.
follower, but we'll
What are you
leave that
talking
topic
about?
out the video. There's no need to talk about it. It's been and gone. It's done now.
Question, please.
Next question. Alright, so that's my questions done with now. We're going to be moving on to the fan questions. This is where things tend to get a little bit more, you know, less serious, more joking. There's a few joke questions in here. So a little bit of variety. But yeah, we'll crack on with the first one. And that comes from Insurge. And he asks, what is your favourite armour in Halo?
I think we're going to share something here, Stuart.
Go on, Fletch. I'm listening.
I mean, that katana, in Halo 3, like, like,
You know,
man.
dude, the katana, mate. Hands down, one of the coolest pieces of armor. Like, oh man, it was so cool. That and Recon, mate. My God, like, I love how Recon was one of those armors that was literally just like, you saw it in a game and everyone lost their shit. Like,
yeah.
everyone went, Recon! He's got Recon! And now
I
everyone's
saw
like, oh, it's
flaming
got-
helmet.
Yeah,
Oh, hell
mate.
broke loose.
Yeah, oh man, I don't think I ever saw a legitimate flaming helmet. I only ever saw Recon in Halo 3. Like, I never saw a legitimate flaming helmet.
No, I mean,
Not until obviously future titles when they started giving it out to people and stuff, you know?
yeah, back in the day, it was a big deal. Like, if
Yeah.
you did Vidmaster, or if you did just anything.
Well,
but
flaming
to be-
helmet weren't a flame. Was it Recon that they gave you? Bungie gave you Recon for like if you did something impressive in the community, like really impressive.
Yeah.
You know.
Or if you had like a cool video, or if you got featured on Bungie.net.
Yeah, but it was a very hard thing to do. It weren't
Yeah.
like, you know, getting a skin in Halo 5 for your weapon. Like it was very hard to do.
Yeah, and then the flaming helmet was if you're a Bungie employee.
Yeah.
And then but then eventually they opened Recon up, so
Yeah, for
they did the
Vidmasters. And I had
teams.
all my Vidmasters done.
I never
before-
did it. That's one
I
thing
did
never
them all, and I'll tell you what, that was a one hell of a journey to get all those Vidmasters, but it was worth it because when you went into your section and you saw that Recon armor, it was almost like you sort of completed Halo. It felt like Halo 3, you completed it, you know, did that one big thing to get like that armor that everyone dreamed of.
To be fair, I felt the same way with Hayabusa, and by the
Yeah.
way, overall the Hayabusa set in Halo 3 is
With
my
the
favourite.
katana.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know what Hayabusa is based off, it's based off Ninja Gaiden, or I used to call it Ninja Gaiden, but Gaiden. I don't know how you say it, but
Yeah.
it was based off Ryu. Is his last name Hayabusa? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I
don't
played
know,
that.
mate. All I know is it looked like a ninja.
Yeah, but that's he was a ninja, and that's what it was based off.
Yeah, it was cool.
So I think a lot of people forget that fact these days.
I
But
think-
yeah, that was my favourite. I think that's why they've never returned it, because
Yeah.
it was kind of a licensed design as well.
Yeah,
so.
the thing is, like, that's one thing I don't really like about like the later Halo titles. The armor just kind of feels a bit lost. Like, it don't feel unique anymore. Everything kind of looks the same in game. There's a lot of just random, I'll be honest, trash armor. Like, look at Seeker, mate. It's just a giant meme at this point. You know what I mean? Why is that helmet even a thing? Like,
I think
what
343
is
even
that?
acknowledged that.
I
but
feel like 343 just went, we need to make the most stupid looking helmet ever and see if people say it's good or not.
But to be fair, if somebody said to me, would you have ever put that in the game, yes or no? Looking back with hindsight, I'd say yeah, I did, because that's added some quality memes to the
Yeah,
community.
true.
So.
But there's a lot of armor out there that just
regrets.
don't really do anything. It's not good or bad. It's just sort of like whatever. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
kind of like the Achilles. I think what made Halo 3. Also, the thing is, because all the armor you just get in packs in Halo 5. I think the aspect of, you know, when you see an armor like Hayabusa, you really want it, and you had to go and work for it. Now you're just like, let's hope this next pack gives me it at random. I think that
Yeah.
also that element of working for the armor made it more special as well. Made people want it more. Made it more
Same
desirable.
principle with Helios Grill, but then they opened that up to packs, which was
Yeah, which was
annoying.
I thought that was dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I earned.
I mean,
Helios
Achilles,
Grill.
I mean, that was one of the only armors in Halo you had to work for, and that took a long time. I remember, like, I started up my company, I got the sweatiest people I could find, the people who literally played the game religiously, and it still took us like a month and a half to get the Achilles helmet of straight grinding every day. But when you got it, it was a good feeling. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I love the Hayabusa and the Katana, but there's a lot,
Yeah.
what can I say? Anyway,
Halo 3 is great for armor.
we're
though.
getting-
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah, for
we can
sure.
agree on that.
Alright, next question comes from Aiden. He said, well, he wants your opinion on the Halo clickbait going around, i.e. Halo 6 news. Now, sure you're going to love talking about this one, so I'll leave it to you, man. Go ahead.
I'll compress this. as
Let's
much
try
as I
not to
can.
name any particular channels here. Let's just keep it a general thing about Halo clickbait, yeah?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going on a ride.
Yeah. Look, the thing is, there's clickbait, and then there's clickbait. Now, some people might be thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Story of my life, really. But the thing is, there's
Hold on.
where...
Fletch, what the hell are you talking about? What's the difference?
Question, sir. Well, let me answer that for you. Basically, there's purposefully misleading someone. So if I said Halo 6 leaked news, and I go back in the
Official
video,
trailer, and then you go in it and it's just nothing.
and it's just nothing. It's me speculating about it. That's me purposefully lying to someone. But then on the other hand, there is
Theory.
exaggerating the
right.
truth. But the thing is, newspapers, tabloids, online websites get away with it all the time. But if you're a YouTuber, you're the scum of the earth. Like, I exaggerate my titles. I don't see anything wrong with it as long as I'm not lying. If I was lying, then I'd disagree with that as a practice, because that's a wrong thing to do.
I mean, one of the worst communities right now for clickbait is knowing Halo's got nothing on Fortnite. Look at Fortnite and you'll see real clickbait. My God, I remember seeing this one video, not going to name the channel again. I'm not here to like slate people, but basically this video was like, Meteor hits Tilted Towers footage. And I clicked on it and it was just a guy live streaming. I was like, what? Like, I was like, what's going on here? Like, and then all of his videos were just live streams, but like basically he was like, oh, whatever was trending at the time, he just put that as the title. I was like, straight up clickbait. And all the, like, you know, younger audiences, because it tends to be kids that fall for the clickbait the most, generally. And that's where the large population of views come from with games like Fortnite, because it's a free game and a lot of younger audience plays it. They're not really that bothered by clickbait, honestly. I don't know if you...
They
not really
probably
that
find
bothered.
it funny, yeah.
They don't care, because they still find the video entertaining. Cause
They don't know any different either.
No, exactly.
They're kind of used to that. So basically the message is to the Halo community, you've got it pretty good. Like, stop beefing.
Nah,
like,
man.
honestly.
Each their own. If you want to clickbait, go for it. I mean, if you don't get the dislikes, or if you do and you don't care, go for it. I'd want to stay true to my content. I try to avoid clickbaiting. And I know people said, I just punched my mic. I know people said, okay, that am I quitting Halo video was clickbait, and I just went along with it, but I don't think it was, truthfully. It says, am I quitting Halo?
It was a question
mark. Like, it was a discussion, and I cleared it up straight at the start of the video. I didn't drag it out for 10 minutes and go, no, I'm not quitting. I said it, cleared it up straight away at the start, then discussed it. But yeah, I just want to clear that up, sorry. Sorry to butt in there, Fletch.
No, it's a good point. And the thing is as well, like I said, newspapers get away with it all the time and nobody says anything. But the thing is, it's like, just don't lie. Just don't lie about it. That's the thing. And, and there's malpractice. And you look at these thumbnails as well, particularly Fortnite. They're absolutely ludicrous. And I don't know how they're getting away with it. But people just turn a blind eye. Honestly, there are some people in the community who are bad for it. They're probably not worse than other communities. They could be knocked on the head. But at the end of the day, you want to keep your reputation as well. So if you don't care about reputation, you just want views, fine. Clickbait all you want. I don't really care. But I'm someone who does care about reputation. I'll exaggerate, but I'll never lie. That's my point.
And we're not saying you can't ever make a clickbait video. You know, every now and again, everyone's dabbled in it once or twice. You know.
Oh, mate, I do it to take the mick sometimes. Like, I'll do it because I think, you know what? I'm gonna be a real arsehole here, and I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna take me. And sometimes I do. Sometimes make fun of my subscribers. It's funny. It's just a bit of banter, you know. But people are too sensitive in this day and age. But we won't get into that. Next question, I say.
Next
before
question.
we go off on a big tangent.
Yeah, we are already off on a big tangent. Yo, you see, guys, me and Fletch, we've known each other for a long time. We probably should have mentioned this. Me and Fletch have known each other for a long, long time. We've met in person. We met through Halo, and basically, like, we can just sit here and talk for hours and hours, and it would just never end. So we got this is difficult for us here. This is a challenge to not ramble on.
Next like
question.
25 minutes. And,
next question. Gamers, which enemy unit do you like the most out of all Halo games? Bam, one word answer, go.
It depends what you mean by unit.
Well,
I mean, be realistic about this.
All right, well, let's be real here. Like, what enemy? Like, you know, enemies, Covenant, you know, elites, like anything, you know, anything.
If I say full, that's gonna be quite cheap because that's quite popular at the minute. For me, it's always been elites because the AI was really intelligent.
Any specific elite?
All of them. Why not?
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Sod it.
All of them. There you go. There you go, gamers. Next question. Halo Goes 6514 asks, which would you prefer to do? Play Halo 2 on Legendary or step on a piece of Lego?
You know what'd be worse?
What?
Playing Halo 5's campaign.
There you go, guys. He's got a point. Moving on.
I'd play Halo 2 Legendary because I've never had a problem with Jackal sniper rifles.
Have you stepped on a Lego, though?
Mate, I've stepped on plugs, Legos.
Oh, plugs are
But
worse.
I tell you-
I know you are, actually. I don't get how people say Lego's bad. If you have stepped on a plug before, you know the real boundaries of pain. That is a very unpleasant experience. I can see him shaking his head on the webcam right now. He knows.
Cinema. Next question.
Next
Let's
question. Right. Mythic Battlecry wants to know, how long have you been with Ultimate Halo?
So I started with Ultimate Halo April 2015. I remember it like it was yesterday. Wang Time was hiring. He put up a video about it, and I remember being subscribed to the channel. I did an audition video. I made my own graphics just for that pure purpose, and I'd been doing YouTube prior to that. You know, I did quite well on my channel, and then I stopped. I took a break for a while. This round when Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary was coming out, and then years later when Halo 5 and MCC was just starting to pick up, he did that. Yeah, so the stage release of this video will be about 3 years and about 2 or 3 months, something like that.
But it's been a very on and off thing, hasn't it, recently? You know, I just got to put that in there. Ultimate Halo had a very, very big moment where they were, you know, you guys were killing it in views, like back. But nowadays it's kind of quieted down a bit. I think they're just waiting for the opportunity to come back with full momentum. You know, you're telling me earlier there's a lot of stuff in the works, right?
There's a lot of stuff in the works, but the thing is as well, when if Halo's quiet, we're quiet. You know, what's there to talk about? And you know that feeling yourself.
You were primarily a news channel as well for a long time, weren't you? Quite a lot of it, and a bit of community content thrown in there, you know. But generally, I remember watching a lot of like around Duquesne times as well. I remember, was you around when Duquesne Halo 4 stuff? When he was making Halo 4 content, he was bringing in like Duquesne was like killing it in the Halo 4 news scene. And I remember watching him, and I remember pretty sure Ultimate Halo, if I remember rightly, you were making Halo 4 news as well. And it was blowing up quite significantly, wasn't it?
No, Wang Time was still doing it.
Yeah.
I started around when Duquesne started. I tell you, I'll give you a link, Spiteful, so you can have a look at my old channel. It was called Let's Talk Nostalgia, and honestly, like collectively, for a channel that had less than 100 subscribers, my first 5 Halo videos must have had about 50,000 views collectively.
That's crazy.
And I was killing it, but I just could not be bothered. I thought, oh, this is cool, I'm getting a lot of views, but I was really stupid and didn't think, oh, this might be a good idea to continue.
Yeah.
And if I did, I could probably have been one of the biggest
solo content creators.
Yeah, and that sounds arrogant, but I could have been, and I know I could have been, but
anyone
I was
can.
stupid.
But honestly, anyone can be. All it takes is a good idea and a well-executed idea, and
consistency as well.
Yeah,
is a big thing.
Well, I was consistent for like 2 years at Halo. Now I'm a bit on the downtime a bit, you know, because it got a bit just like, you know, when you.
That's why you had your success. You know, I mean, look at your viewership, look at your subscriber base. You went from far lower than me to now just superseding.
With that being said, everyone, I will be coming back with full force soon. Probably when Halo 6 releases, I'll be at full momentum again. It's just the Halo title right now. It's just got a bit boring, honestly, the Halo game we got right now, but it don't matter. Anyway, Ultimate Halo, back on the topic of Ultimate Halo, when was the highlight of Ultimate Halo? I can't remember, remind me when you was pulling in mega views, because I remember you were at one point. I just can't remember when.
Man,
what game was it? What
it was Halo 5, definitely. It's always been Halo 5. Halo 5 was...
Really? I thought I remembered you, there was another Halo title.
Nah, I mean, we've done Halo Wars, we've done... Thing is, me and Kenny broke off from Halo 5 just before, from Ultimate Halo just before Halo 5's release. But everything building up to that, there was massive hype in the community. We spread a trailer around.
Oh, it was before Halo 5, just before it released, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
A lot of Hunt the Truth stuff going on, and we were just blowing up. The community was loving it. We were loving it. That was probably the highlight. I actually think the highlight's yet to come. I'm really
There's always
excited.
potential.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me
for
too,
Ultimate
mate.
Halo.
I'm excited for Halo 6 because I know I'm going to be able to. Even if I don't get the views, I'm all about work. I want to work hard on Halo 6 when it comes out. I really want to work hard. Like, you probably won't hear from me for months because I'll just. And anyone out in my real world stuff, they won't see me.
Yeah.
I'll be gone for months.
Same with me.
Yeah,
so
for
I'm
sure.
ready for it.
Cool. Next question comes from Gun Happy Bluey. Like your name, man. How long have you been playing Halo, and when did you join the Halo community, and why? That's a big question. Try and keep it short because we are going quite long here.
Yeah, I'll cut that one short. I mean, we've already covered that. Started in Halo Combat Evolved. When I joined the Halo community, I did that back in... Oh god, that's a good question. Probably when I joined Ultimate Halo. So even though I've done it before that, I've become prevalent in that time.
Yeah.
And I did that just because I love Halo.
Yeah.
Always loved Halo.
And we
Simple
kind of
as that.
covered why earlier in a question, so yeah, there you go. Next question comes from Scorpio, and he wants to know, what is your all-time favourite Halo video on YouTube? And there's a lot
It's
of
the
them.
Master Chief who we really think is. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean,
That's
that was a big meme, that video. But in all seriousness, it's actually like a big Halo video, you know, maybe back to the glory days of Machinima in Halo 3, like, that you really remember. Or it could be a series if you want. I mean, I know I'm changing the question a bit, but for me, RB and the Chief, highlight. Nothing beats it for me.
I was never that big into RB and Chief, to
I
be
loved
honest.
it. I loved it.
No, I'd say the answer's no. There's not one video that comes to mind where that pops out and says, yeah, that's it. Although there are plenty of YouTubers who I used to be fans of and now I'm friends with, and these guys are like awesome. You know, like Halo Canon, Hidden Xperia, Duquesne, all these people, you know. No, I don't have one favourite video. I'm sorry that hasn't answered your questions, Scorpio, but I just love Halo videos in general. So
Cool, fair enough. Last serious one comes from Merlin, and he wants to know, what's your favourite weapon and vehicle in Halo?
his favourite weapon, as we could, Needler.
Oh yeah, we
Vehicle.
covered that earlier, didn't we? My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but favourite vehicle, I would say it is the Warthog. You can't beat a good Warthog.
It is
It's iconic.
it is an iconic vehicle. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Can't
I'll
say
give you
word
that
without,
one.
I can't say iconic without thinking Luke and Xperia.
Yeah,
So
I know. That giant meme.
it's ironic. Go on.
And the last question comes from Lucario Guardian. And now this has been a tradition. We didn't do it. Well, it has been a tradition. Taquin, who also featured the Reachway, and Ubernick both did it. Lucario wants to know, as basically, as sets a tradition, he says, what's the weirdest noise you can make? And we'll end it on that. So take it away. The stage is yours, Fletch.
Bro, I've been really struggling with this. I've been thinking, and you know what? What in the world is that? I tell you, I did that spontaneously.
That's never getting cut. That's never getting cut. It's
Oh,
done. It's done.
That's,
That's in the video.
right there.
Right, guys.
Lucario,
That's the video. And
I hope you're happy.
yo.
My channel's gonna be in the description, boys. Check it out. Ultimate Halo.
I was gonna plug you anyway. Relax.
Oh, we can do that. Go on. Do
Yo,
it.
guys,
Do it.
Thank you, Fletch, for coming on the show. It was awesome having you here. I can't believe you wouldn't try hard on Halo while doing it, but I understand you wanted to get the questions, you wanted to be focused. It's cool.
Just didn't want to embarrass anyone, that's all,
I understand
you know.
it'd be quite hard to. I don't know. That's why I'm always impressed by Nick when he plays and talks. It's impressive, man. I literally do it, and I'm like, what was I saying again? Like, but no, it's cool, man. Thank you for coming on the show. It's a pleasure having you, man. Long time friend. Look forward to seeing you soon in the future. Guys, you'll find all links to his Twitter, Ultimate Halo links, all down in the description below. Whatever he sends me will be down there. Go show him some love, and yeah, go check out some of his stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. So yeah, anything you want to say? Any final words?
I love you all. I love this community. I love you, Spiteful. Even though we've got a really dysfunctional relationship.
Look, all right. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, no, me and Fletch never beef with each other. Fletch is just like a father figure to me. Whenever I get a little bit heated on Twitter, he's like, Spite, shut the hell up, right, and sort yourself out, all right? Stop being an idiot. I'm like, all right, look, you're right.
I'm the cooling.
You're
I'm
right,
the calm
but you're still
guy.
wrong, though. But you're right.
Yeah. we'll settle with that. So peace, guys.
All right, guys, thank you for the love. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Shh, don't tell anyone I told you, but Luke the Notable's next. Peace.